Hello everybody, ProtoFoxy coming back at you with another video. It is time to get back into reviews. We're in the new place. That there, you can see it, my big old ham hock in the way, married all officially and stuff like that and all that good stuff. And we're just going to get right into it because I got a lot of ground to cover. I've got a lot of pickups that I got to do reviews on. And this review is actually going to be for one mold, but three different decos of the mold. It's the Laser Prime, the G2 Laser Prime mold from Legacy. I don't have that box, but I also have Velocitron Collection Scourge and Legacy Evolution G2 Toxitron, which we will get into talking about all of them shortly. But first, we'll pan up to the boxes just to see some really cool artwork. Different uses of that Laser 2 are the G2 Laser Prime artwork. My favorite of the boxes, I have to admit, is everything's starting to fall over, is this one here. Just that artwork is amazing. I love the coloring and everything like that. Hopefully you all can see that and it's not all blurry and stuff like that. Let me get my boxes set back up here and keep it that way. We go up, we go down, we go all around, and here we go. The original mold, as we move these guys out of the way, is the G2 Laser Prime. A nice approximation and bit, I would say, reimagining of the original Laser 2 Prime mold from Generation 2. I never had that. I had the RID Scourge, which unfortunately I'm not pulling down off of the shelf for comparisons for this review because I had a bunch of toys dive bomb off of me when I was trying to get another one for the purpose of this review. But, you know, y'all know the G2 Laser Prime mold. It's excellent toy, and I feel that this translates really well. It actually has bits of the flame deco, kind of harkening back to the 07 Optimus Prime from the live action films, but got a lot of nice detail. The arms fold up here, almost making like a bit of a headache rack. We've got the tanker, so that is Laser Prime. Looks really good, nicely painted, nicely detailed. Now we have Velocitron Scourge, which again takes a little bit of liberties with the original RID 2001 Scourge. We got pink translucent plastic for his windows, which is more accurate to the Car Robots version. The RID 2001, they were red. But we got, again, nice teal pinstriping detailing, nice silver for the hubcaps and rims and such. This looks really good. Always a sucker for black repaints of Optimus Prime. And then we are going to go to what is probably the one that shocked me the most and has quickly become my favorite of the three is Toxitron. Everyone who knows knows. But if you don't know, there was originally, I want to say it was around 2003 or 2004, maybe 2005, around that era, 2003 to 2005, for the original Universe line, there was going to be a redeco of the G2 Laser Prime into this Toxitron. And colors are accurate to what that prototype showed, or very, very close. And even had, I believe the sticker had Toxitron going across the trailer, but it still had the leaking, oozing stuff out of it. But this one, I'm a sucker for bright, loud colors, and especially stuff that harkens back to G2, even though this never showed up in Generation 2. But yeah, I'm just a sucker for it, and I just love the paint detailing, the purple tires, black hubs. Everything just looks super cool. The Generation 2 Decepticon logo, I love. Just, again, sucker for everything G2, which is funny because I actually grew up with Generation 1. But, I don't know, G2 I just have a particular affinity and fondness for. But that is that. Vehicle modes, they all look really good. We got a great big convoy coming through here. All three trucks, and I will say right now, they're all greatly detailed. They look amazing. I love them. Let's get down to getting things transformed here. Take away the other two because we're only going to transform one on camera because it doesn't make sense to transform all three, and I will not do so. But first, we'll start with the trailer, because the trailer does in fact transform pretty simply. Pop that open, spin that around. Then we take these, opens up, weapon storage for what's ends up being the hilt for the sword. It says it's an axe, but it looks more like just like a disc with a handle on it, whatever. Ramp goes down, turn this around, collapse, and we got his cannon, and boom, we have the little battle station dealie for Toxitron, and then Laser Prime and Scourge. As you can see here, it's got a ton of ports for all of your weapons for Legacy and stuff like that. Ramp looks good, blah, 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 blah. But let's get this out of the way. We'll bring that all back in a sec. We're going to go ahead and work on Toxitron, which will show you how to transform all three, because it is the identical mold. Weapon storage harkens back to the original, where you can store the sword on the bottom. Pull this out without breaking anything, hopefully. Hopefully I don't break anything. There we go. It just slides out. You got two pegs right there. Or you got two ports, pegs on the sword. And I love the translucent green. Just the colors. You know, neon green, purple, black, silver. All looks good. Let's get started here. All right, flip feet. Boom, boom, boom. We got the feet done. We're going to take the gas tanks. We're going to flip them in. Boom. We're going to go ahead, and what I like to do first is flip the arms up so we can start getting things clear. We are going to fold those up. You guys should know how this works. We've seen how this gets transformed in different iterations of the mold. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of gloss through some of it. Yeah, and I forgot sometimes the clearance on certain things. You know, you got the smokestacks there. That'll crash into that. You're going to want to go ahead and make sure you move that out of the way. You flip those up. Flip those up. Separate. And a bit of interesting engineering, because on the original toy, the chest piece on the underside of the truck was all one piece and it was solid. This, however, is not. You have to flip this forward, then flip that forward. That creates that assembly there. And then we go ahead and, yeah, this is the interesting part here. You got to flip that forward there. Then we go and make room to tuck those in. So we kind of angle that back, and then we got to kind of carefully, you don't want to break plastic, and I don't want to break stuff on camera because that would not be fun. That all fits in like that. That fills in those holes. That's the side. That flips down. Then we work on this section right here. You can go ahead and take the head and flip that up. Obviously, we're not doing a dramatic reveal. Head flips up. Now, the arms have an interesting bit of engineering here where they're kind of tuck in over there. You got to kind of maneuver them. And now those pegs, the rotating pegs that... can I get these out of here without breaking stuff? Oh, you know what? I did that in the wrong order. So don't pay attention to me screwing things up. We have to go back. Flip the head back. Now we got to take these down because the arms actually have to flip in first. So again, interesting bit of engineering. The way this works, as we back up, got to kind of maneuver. Now these here, that's where the mushroom peg is for the bicep rotation. Get that in, and then flip those up, and then we can go ahead and work those in, because these got a peg right there that will get in the way if you're not careful. Now you can take that stuff there and fit it all into place and fiddle with it and blah, 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 blah. That goes down. That goes down. Arms go in. You'll hear a thoop, thoop. Arms there. Now we come over here, and now this is always kind of a pain for me, but you want to flip this out. This is more gap filling. When you close that down, put the head in. Don't break. Please don't break. Come on. There we go. Close that down. That all slots into place. Separate the legs. And then we can work on getting the hands out. Interesting bit of stuff here. On a ball joint. Get my big old fat thumbs out of the way. That opens up, slides in, opens up, boom. So we got the arm done and the hand done. Same thing here. Arm, hand, all that good stuff. Forearm, rather. Boom. There we go. So we got that. Now, the last bit, we put these down and fold them into place. Let's get back here. Let's move the camera up. And we'll see how we did the other one there. And boom. Boom. And there we have old Toxitron in his robot mode. Let's get him up close here. Focus on said detail because this toy has been painted very, very epically here. Can I get this to give me some focus on some detail? There we go. Eyes are light piped. They're purple. Nice paint on the crest there. All that good stuff. Looks really, really good. As far as I'm concerned, articulation, of course, it's your typical legacy stuff. Waist, let's go back here, let's refocus. Go back here, waist, legs, knees, shoulders, toes, all that good stuff. You see all of that there. Gets good range of posing. The arms are kind of a bit inhibited by the shoulder pylons here, but you can move them around and get them out of the way. So, not that big a deal. Not that big a deal, as far as I'm concerned, for such an awesome toy. So there we go. We got Toxitron. We have Toxitron's trailer. All of that stuff. We'll bring the other guys in momentarily because then I will show you what you do with the sword and the Energon axe. Because they combine together. They combine together. They combine together. I think it's like that. Yeah, there we go. I believe so. But yeah, big old sword, big old Toxitron sword. Slots into his hand, 5mm peg, so obviously it works. Boom. We've got old Toxitron all Toxitroned up. Let's go ahead and get the other two guys in here. We've got G2, Laser Optimus Prime. Move this back a bit to keep everybody in shot. There we go. Put the trailer over there. And we've got Velocitron RAD Universe 2001 Scourge. And hard for me to pick my favorite. I like this because of the nods to the Generation 2 Optimus Prime. I really love Toxitron for not only what it represents, but just the fact that he's cool and he's almost like a Bizarro meets the Toxic Avenger take on a Transformer. It's just really cool, and the fact that he represents an initially unreleased toy, and then was a convention exclusive, and then RAD Scourge is just RAD Scourge as far as I'm concerned. Now, some folks will complain, and have complained, oh, well, the paint's inaccurate on his chest. It was gray on the original toy, and blah, 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 blah. There was a precedence for having black on 2001 RAD Scourge. We have the Destructicon Scourge. We have black. We have silver there for that. So it's kind of a multiple homage. So people who complain about it, people who take points away from RAD Scourge because he's not accurate, shush. You be quiet. You shh. Just shh. There's precedence for the paint job, and it works just fine. All that being said, this mold is awesome. I highly recommend it. Whatever version you can get. I know in United, they are repackaging. They're doing a package refresh for Laser Prime. But if you can get your hand on any of these or all three, I would recommend it. I mean, they're all great. You know, yeah, you're buying the same mold 3 times, but they represent 3 different characters, 3 different continuities. Stuff that obviously didn't exist before at mass retail. You know, Optimus Prime probably being the best representation of Optimus Prime, and then just RAD Scourge is awesome. You can't go wrong. Highly recommend. All that being said, I'll leave you all with this. Life's too short, so play on. You like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next video. Bye, all three.